Hi, how are you? It is Friday, November the 7th. And as you can see by my two jackets, it's not freezing cold, but it's chillier and it's humid because it's been raining the last few days. And I think for walkers, it's been typical Galician weather, which we have in the winter. Some rain showers during the day, and then it doesn't rain all day, but you have to have some kind of rain protection. Numbers of pilgrims are way down, of course, as you would expect. We're in November. We've just passed 500, and I think we'll pass today 520,000 Compostelas. We have now about 300, 400, 500 a day coming in. At least those are the numbers of Compostelas per day, probably a little bit more of real pilgrims, since not everyone gets the Compostela, but it's quieter. It's much quieter, and which is normal. So I wanted today just to go through a little bit of the numbers. I'll put this numbers up on the screen, the graph that we have for this year, number of pilgrims arriving, at least the number of Compostelas being given out in a certain time frame. So if you look like this year, for example, week 14, which is March 31st to April 6th, we got 5,821 Compostelas, so 5,800 in end of March, beginning of April. The week after, 9,978 Compostelas, and the week 16, the week after that, 18,598 Compostelas. So you can really see that it really kicks off beginning of April to like mid-April. Mid-April we're at full speed, 18,000 Compostelas for a week. And then it's about 15 to 20,000 a week, all the way until like week 39, September 22nd to September 28th. That's the peak this year. 21,606 Compostelas in that week. And then it goes down from there. The week after, 18,960. 2 weeks later, 14,000. And then 2 weeks later, after that again, week 44, October 27th to November 2nd, 6,500 Compostelas. So you could see it really, the graph is very steep there around beginning of April, goes way up, and then it goes way down end of October. So there you have your season. I would say beginning of April to beginning of October. Of course, these are the numbers of people arriving in Compostela, so in Santiago. So I'm sure these people then start a little bit before that. But anyway, that's the summary of the Compostelas this year. And I don't know, next year, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be more or less the same. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know. Of course, 26 is not a whole year, but 27 is a whole year. So if we don't get a record next year, we'll certainly get it in 27, I think, because of that. As for the Camino Forum and the things I do online, it's been a very strange year, because it's, like I mentioned in an earlier video with AI taking over, you could see that people are using the AI systems to search for information much more, using less Google, which a lot of the traffic from the forum came from people that are Googling stuff about the Camino, and then they stumble upon the Camino Forum and they read some of it, and maybe they sign up from there. So since people are now using a lot more of AI systems, I do it myself, I understand, it's totally normal. It's the new thing, and it's very interesting. So the traffic it's down. Well, actually, the traffic is way up. But the problem is that I have no way of filtering out the traffic from real people and the traffic from bots that are crawling, AI bots that are crawling the forum to learn about the Camino. So, for example, I've had a lot of bots from Singapore that I had to block. I actually had to block, I'm sorry, Singapore. I had to block Singapore because there were so many bots there that it would really starting to hurt my servers. So I blocked Singapore, and when I did that, suddenly China popped up with a lot of visitors from China. So I don't know if I can block China, but these are AI bots, I'm sure. But it's very difficult. So anyway, usually at the beginning of the year, usually around January, February, looking at the statistics of number of people that arrive to the forum after a Google search, I can get a good indication of how many pilgrims we'll have that year. I can no longer do that because I don't know who is a real person and who is a Google bot, or I mean an AI bot, so it's difficult for me to say. So online this year it's been strange. I'm assuming that maybe next year we'll also have a little bit less people on the forum. But the good thing is that the people that stay on the forum now are the ones that are really hardcore pilgrims. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they'll have a forum just for the people that really want to ask questions about the Camino and get responses from other people that have had similar experiences, and maybe get some good advice from other people instead of getting good advice from an AI system that may not give the same kind of quality advice. Not sure. Anyway, the forum's going to stay around. It's not going to go away. It's just going to change a little bit, I think, in the next few years. And I'm thinking, looking at how things are going, next 5, 6, 7 years, I think we're probably not going to use the web browser much at all. I think the next 5, 6 years we'll be using the AI system for everything. Anyway, that's a different story. So, fairway. There's a pilgrim fair that has been biannual for the last, I think they're doing it for the last, 10 years or so. Up at this year they're doing it at the Ciudad de Cultura, which starts on Sunday. I think it's going Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. It's a fair for companies that offer services to pilgrims. There's a lot of company come, they have a little stand, and you could walk around and talk to different people. So what I'll do next week is I'll bring my camera up there and walk around and see what's going on. There's also going to be a few speakers. I'm not exactly sure how interesting the speakers that will be talking, how interesting it's going to be. But I know, for example, on Tuesday morning, I think it is, the Pilgrim's Office will talk about the new Compostela rules. So I hope I can make it up on Tuesday morning to watch that and give you some feedback on that. What else? I have on the store, if you buy any of the Camino guides that are on the store and add a poncho, Altus poncho, I'll give you 10% of a discount on the Altus poncho if you buy any Camino guide. On the guides front, I think Braille, it sounds like I've heard from people that the Braille Portuguese guide and the Braille Frances guide, the thick guide, not the map guide, but the thick guide, are going to be updated for next year, coming out sometime in December. I'm assuming that means that the other guides will not be updated by Braille this year, only those two guides. Not sure exactly, but that might be the case. And as soon as I have more information about the new guides, I'll let you know. Here's the Holy Door, 2027. This is going to be open and we're going to have a lot of people. Anyway, I think that's it for today. I'll walk back to the office. I guess I could do the shortcut and go over there, or I could do the long way around. I think I'll walk up this street here and I'll show you where, if you haven't seen where the nuns, this is a monastery, by the way, this whole building back here. This is a big monastery, and on the back side they have a place where they sell cookies. I'll show you. I'll go back to the office by making my way around this monastery, and then I'll see you next time. Hope things are good where you are. Stay safe. Ciao, ciao. This is a nice church, by the way. If you have time, step in here. All right, so this is the door. If you want to get cookies from the monastery, go in here. There's a little doorbell here. If you press there, there's a lady that will come here and you'll get your cookies there.